The road ending is just as bleak as the rest of the post-apocalyptic drama. Director John Hillcoat adapted Cormac McCarthy's book The Road in 2009. Viggo Mortensen and Cody Smith-McPhee star as a father and son, credited only as man and boy, trying to survive after an unspecified extinction event has wiped out most of the population. The road follows the man and the boy as they head southwards through the barren wasteland in search of the coast and warmer climes, scavenging what little food they can find and having terrifying encounters with marauders and cannibals along the way. The man tries to protect his son as best he can, but keeps a gun loaded with their last bullet and ensures the boy knows how to take his own life, since death isn't the worst fate for the boy in the post-apocalyptic 2019, shown in The Road. By the road ending, the pair finally arrive at the coast. However, the man is shot in the leg with an arrow by a paranoid survivor. He kills his assailant, but slowly succumbs to his wound and a worrying cough he's been plagued with as his son watches him die. The Road has a deliberately bittersweet ending. The boy may have found salvation by the road ending. Viggo Mortensen and Cody Smith-McPhee in The Road. The final scenes of The Road's ending offer a glimmer of hope, at least according to some. A couple of days after the boy's father dies, he's approached by a man, played by Prometheus Guy Pearce and credited as Veteran, who is traveling with what appears to be his wife, Molly Parker, their 2 young kids, and their pet dog. They tell the boy they've been following him and his father for some time and ask if he'd like to accompany them, offering a light at the end of the grim tunnel that is the experience of the road. However, some have a much darker interpretation of this potentially hopeful ending for the Road movie. It's posited that Guy Pearce's character and his companions are actually cannibals rather than the saviors they seem to be and have been following the boy until his father died in hopes of securing their next meal. That said, The Road's ending is fairly ambiguous, so whether its younger protagonist meets a bleak end or goes on to survive another day of the Mad Max-type apocalypse in the care of a new family is up to the viewer to decide. The Road movie is bleak but has nothing on the book. Cormac McCarthy's story is much worse. Viggo Mortensen and son travel with a shopping cart in The Road. While the Road movie adaptation is certainly bleak, the book is actually much worse. For example, there's a passage in which the 2 main characters pass a group of cannibals who are roasting a human baby on a spit. It's necessary for studios to make plenty of changes when it comes to book-to-movie adaptations, and The Road wasn't exempt. That being said, The Road is considered a somewhat faithful adaptation. Most changes weren't made to change the plot, but in order to make the ending of the movie more palpable for audiences. A notable example of this elsewhere is the infamous sewer orgy from Stephen King's IT novel being cut from every on-screen adaptation. An example from The Road includes the death of the father. The death of Viggo Mortensen's character was borderline unwatchable in the movie, but it's even sadder in the book's ending. While both the movie and the book see the boy staying with the father 3 days after his death, in the book the father actually dies in the woods after attempting to set up a campsite, never getting to see the coast. The horrors of the marauders are also downplayed in the movie. For example, in the books, some had catamites, sexual slaves of a pubescent age used for degradation and harassment. All in all, these changes were necessary, as some elements of The Road as a book were just too unappetizing to appear on the big screen.